Good news. That is just what we're waiting for right now, whether it be spot Bitcoin ETF approvals, conclusion of the Ripple v SEC case, a big win from Coinbase in their case with the SEC. Really, any of these things could be a nice positive impact for the market. But I have to say this, although right now we're very reactionary in terms of price, and ADA has obviously gone through, nice size retracement. BTC is kind of just trying to find its footing. Eventually, the market doesn't care. Okay. We always get to this point where the market just says, screw it, and decides to continue on its run. And I laid something out that may show when this is actually going to happen. Now, as always, this is not financial advice, but we have seen black swan events for ADA before. We've seen major retracements. We saw one that actually happened in June. And I actually laid out what happened during that time, and it actually fit pretty closely with the chart that we're seeing right now and the pattern that we're experiencing. So if you guys remember back in June, we obviously got hit with some FUD from the SEC, right? We obviously got alleged as a security. We went through an institutional sell-off. The entire market experienced some major pullbacks and retracement at that time. ADA obviously went on a major correction, and then it found its footing and started to climb to the upside. Now, when we actually look back here at what we're experiencing currently, I laid that chart over the top of our current structure. And you can see that ADA went through a very similar retracement. All right. We actually dropped down to about the level that we were at. We experienced a further drop because of the institutional sell-off. And then we got to this point where we tried to recover. We consolidated. We actually got kind of stuck around the range that we're at currently. Okay. Now, at that time, it was 30 cents. Here it would be between 50 to 52 cents. Would not surprise me in the slightest if that takes until next week, right? And then lo and behold, around that time is about when we'd get, some information about spot Bitcoin ETF approvals. Could see a little bit of a spike there. It might be even more exaggerated than this. But we slowly but surely worked our way to the upside. Now, I will say that right now, ADA has more strength than it did back then, right? It was trying to figure out, hey, is this the bottom? Are we done here, right? Is this where we flip around and move to the upside? But I want to remind people of something. There is always, 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 forever and always has been a surge that has happened before the Bitcoin halving. All right. And guess what? This move to the downside, that's not that surge, guys. We look at prior market cycles, right? It has happened time and time again, and you don't fight history, right? Now, back in 2020, we saw a surge to begin the year. We obviously had the major correction because of the black swan event that was COVID, right? And then we continued to surge out of there, right? We've rewind even further back. We look at what happened in 2016. Had actually some consolidation to start January, and then a big surge all the way up until about the time of the halving. Even when we look at the ADA BTC charts, we can see historically this is what happened in the last market cycle. We had a big gain in dominance over BTC, and again, these surges that we experience in the charts, they are exaggerated for altcoins. Altcoins they make up major ground during that time. So what I did was actually laid out the massive surge we saw in January of 2023, the big surge to the upside over the top of this chart right here, basically when this one ends. And you can see that actually this brought us to, very, very similar levels to what we had talked about before, about $1 around the time of the Bitcoin halving. This move here would not surprise me in the slightest. 100% would not surprise me. Now, again, as always, this is not financial advice. There's no guarantees. It may be a little, more subdued than this. It might be, somewhere around there. This spike here may not be as exaggerated. There's a lot of things that could happen here, but I'm not making the mistake of thinking that ADA doesn't have strength around these levels. It really, truly does. Obviously, even from these structures we've seen in the past, it shows strength around these levels. I'm still not anticipating major pullbacks. We talked about obviously retracements to 40 cents in the video earlier today. I'm still having a hard time believing that that's going to happen. All right. Whales have been in major accumulation around these levels. Retail has been in major accumulation around these levels. Bitcoin is finding its footing. I would find it hard to believe that ADA would lose such a large part of its dominance over BTC and such a large portion of its market share when the rest of the market is, or at least BTC, is showing some signs of strength. Okay. That's kind of where I'm at in the headspace. I could be 100% wrong, guys. As always, this is not financial advice. Everybody's got a difference of opinion, and we'll obviously know where we're headed when it's in the past, right? But this is a move that I would not be surprised if we make. Okay. We obviously are going to have to wait and see. We still have, about 100 days to the halving. We still have plenty of time. And just remember, guys, that this is just the beginning. All right. This is just the beginning of the bull market. This is not the most explosive times. There's going to be wild volatility to the upside, to the downside. Their retracements are in the game. That's why me personally, I'm not even, any semblance of panic right now. All right. This is, again, if there are retracements, it's more opportunity. That's really what it is. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Show your support below. Let me know your thoughts, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.